Well, good morning, morning, my friends. What is up? It is your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. It is day number 163 of our morning inspiration videos. It is also Friday. It is fantastic Friday. It is freaking amazing Friday. It is fabulous Friday. Okay, so I will wish you a fabulous, fantastic, freaking amazing Friday. Okay, to everybody. All right, so what I wanted to do for this morning's morning inspiration video, I actually wanted to talk about something that is really something that really has been helping me inside of my wellness, inside of my own wellness journey. And from a lot of the comments and the feedback and everything that I've gotten from many of you and everything, it's something that actually also helps you too. And that is journaling. So what I wanted to go through today are some types of journaling and everything that we can do inside of our wellness. I find that journaling is something that really helps me. And I wanted to go through four types of journaling that I use either on a daily basis or that actually use the most. All right. And kind of, why they are significant for me. And one of the first ones actually is journaling out loud using video and or audio. So when I talk about this one, this is something that actually gets me just a little bit emotional. It gets me a little bit in my feelings and a little bit in my emotions. Mainly because when I first started, one of the catalysts and reasons I really actually started doing these morning inspiration videos and a lot of journaling out loud that I do with all these videos is actually due to one of my mentors, Angus. Angus taught me about journaling out loud and the significance of being able to kind of get my thoughts out and get out, kind of what I needed to and everything in the form of actually turning on a camera and just talking to it, and so it is something that has been like really amazing for me, and it's really been just something that's really helped me inside of my own wellness. So I just wanted to send a shout out to Angus and really thank them so much for this, because it has been an absolute game changer and life changer for me. So thank you, Angus, if you're watching. Thank you so much. So I will actually ask you all, journaling out loud. Have you done it? Have you done, and if you have, has that been something that has helped you as well? Another type of journaling I do is gratitude journaling. We always talk about that attitude of gratitude, okay? And always remaining in gratitude, remaining thankful, and remaining grateful and everything. And doing like gratitude journals has also been something that has really helped me inside my wellness, especially when I'm not feeling the best. And I've alluded to in a few past videos and everything, I've been going through a little bit of some depression and everything right now. But staying in gratitude and doing gratitude journals is something that it's really helpful for me. Remaining in an attitude of gratitude is something that it's really helpful for me. And I'm always able to at least find at least 2 to 3 things that I can be grateful for on any given day, even when I feel depressed or even when I feel anxious or even, when I'm triggered, and it's really amazing and really powerful in that regard. So another type of journaling that I love, and I actually really had gotten started with, was called prompt journaling, having like some sort of prompt and everything, and then writing, from that prompt and everything. And that's also been something that really helps me. And it was especially useful for me when I actually first got started with journaling inside of my wellness. And I think the first time I had really actually gotten started with journaling, and I actually had first heard that it was a great wellness tool, was maybe actually back in 2015. Oh, wow, maybe about 10 years ago, when I was in an adult partial hospitalization program. We were doing like some type of like creative therapy and creative expression art therapy and all that. And I learned about doing journaling as a way to, get out my thoughts, as a way to, just get what was going on inside of my head and on paper, rather than me, turning it inward and it manifesting into negative coping skills, which I won't go into inside of this video. So, anyway, so I learned about it and went, oh, okay, it's all uphill from here. Okay, I found it really amazing. But I also find that prompt journaling is really useful when I can't really think of anything to write about and everything. Having a prompt is something that's really, really helpful. So that's just another way in how I use prompt journaling. So I ask you, do you use prompt journaling? Okay, does it help you? So, and another thing that I do also is free writing journaling. Now, when I say free writing, I mean free. If I'm sitting there and I literally can't think of a single freaking thing to write about, literally, I'll just be sitting there. I will actually write out, I can't think of a thing to write about. Or if a thought comes to my head, like, oh, I forgot to pay a bill or something, oh, I forgot to pay a bill. If I happen to look outside and see a bird or a car or something, I see a bird who just pooped on a car, something like that, anything. Anyway, and it's something that's really, really powerful and really, really helpful, again, for me. So it's something that I found that has just been really, really useful for me kind of inside of my own wellness. So I will actually also ask you all, so what types of journaling do you all do and why? And do you find it easy to write or do you find it harder? Is it easier, on some days or is it harder on other days? Maybe, especially for me, I sometimes actually find it harder when, my symptoms are just a lot more prevalent, let's just say, and everything. So I just want to kind of ask you all, about journaling and what types of journaling. And there are so many different types of journaling. I tell you, I'm not even going to get into all of the ways you can journal, but they're just really, really powerful and everything. So I will actually add in a quote as well. And I love this quote. This quote says, writing is another powerful way to sharpen the mental saw. Keeping a journal of our thoughts, experiences, insights, and learnings promotes mental clarity, exactness, and context. And that's by Stephen Covey. And I really, really love that quote. It really just talks about really just how powerful writing really, really is and journaling is. So I also wanted to add from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen under the heading of 20 Life Lessons. The advice for today is keep a journal, become a better thinker and writer. And again, there is no one exact right way to journal or to write. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, at all. It sometimes doesn't even have to make sense to you, and sometimes I actually find that for myself, sometimes it doesn't even make sense to me. Okay. So kind of doing, whatever you have to just, I think also just get those thoughts out of our heads and everything and onto paper or just, as I said, just doing it verbally and everything or doing it on a video or audio. It's something that's really, really powerful and really helps. So if it really helps you as well, let me know down in the comments, y'all. All right. So that will really about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day, y'all. I will say on that ticker down on the bottom, we have two groups today. We have a group this morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a group at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So our 10 a.m. group is called Journey of Strengths. I love it. And our group for this afternoon is called Circle of Wellness. So I hope that you are able to join us for either one or both of those groups for today. All right. So if you would actually like to join them, you can let me, and you don't have the Zoom links for them, you can let me know down in the comments below that you want to join, or you can get with me on social media. All right. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward because you're amazing. You're worth it. Let's join hands, do this together. All right. I'll also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Thank you so much for watching your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hey, cutie. How you doing this morning? God, you cute. Okay. So I will see you cutie, in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.